What's going on, everybody? This is Nick Lawson from Squad Sports. We're really excited to be supporting the Free Agent Friday series. A lot of great talent out there. Without further ado, this is the next free agent you should be signing with your sports team.
All right, we're back for another Free Agent Friday, and today I've got Kian Marghzar with me. How's it going, Kian?
It's going well, Andrew. How about yourself?
Doing good, man. Thanks for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, let's jump right into your background in school. Where'd you go to school, and any degrees that you received?
Yeah, I just graduated from UC Berkeley. I was actually at the Haas School of Business, so I got my degree in business administration.
Okay, great. While you were there, did you do any internships or volunteer work at all?
Yeah, I did a lot. Well, I took two classes. I took the only sports management class they teach, was a great class taught by Chris Giles. He is the COO of the Oakland Athletics. Great class, great teacher. And then I took another sports collider class, basically where a bunch of different groups are formed and we make our own or propose our own sports tech startups. And that was a lot of fun as well. And we worked with different athletes from Cal Athletics. So we had a football player on our team who gave us information about different stuff. That was very interesting. Other than that, I worked for the Golden State Warriors as an arena operations representative last year when they lost in the finals. So I went to two finals games, which was pretty interesting. The train ride back after the Game 6 loss was pretty entertaining. So I did that. I did arena operations for them, basically customer service, making sure game days ran smoothly. I also worked for the sports business group at Berkeley. It's basically a pro bono consulting group that my friend actually started, and I completed two consulting projects for the San Jose Earthquakes, the MLS team in San Jose, and the Pac-12 conference, helping them with the Pac-12 championship game. And lastly, my other consulting club called Tamid Group, I was an assistant project manager for a project with an Israeli tech startup that focuses on preventing injuries in athletes. So they have these wearables and they get a bunch of data on that.
Okay. What kind of has drawn you to the sports, side of things? Why do you want to work in sports?
Well, ever since I've been growing up, I've always been a huge fan of sports. For as long as I can remember. I'm from LA, so 2008 was when the Lakers traded for Pau Gasol. So ever since then, I've always wanted to play basketball and learn more about basketball specifically. And I realized that since I'm only 5'6.5", I was never really going to do anything professionally or even collegiately at that level. And I thought of myself as a thinker, and I thought I could use my brain to work in sports. So I did more research on, for example, collective bargaining agreements with NBA, contract negotiations, sponsorship deals. So learning more about that stuff got me also very interested in the industry, and that's why I've been applying to a lot of sports jobs and got me interested in sports.
No, it's great. I mean, maybe you'll shoot up a foot or two. Yeah, I mean, there's some late bloomers out there. I think I was watching something with Dennis Rodman. Was he took him like a year or two after he got out of school to really get his height. But
that'd be great. But I'm taller than all my parents and my grandparents, so
did you play sports as well as a kid though?
Yeah, I mean, I played in high school. I played basketball and I played flag football. But I went to a small private school, so that doesn't really mean much. But I still play pickup basketball now. I average probably 6 assists per pickup game, but that's all I can give you.
Right. That's good. That's good. What would you say is your biggest asset that you'll bring to a new position?
I think just grinding and hard work. If there's anything that I've learned from my positions is that people want people who are willing to put in extra hours or put in extra effort with whatever it is that they're doing. So because I'm so enthusiastic and passionate about everything sports related, depending on my field, whether that be going to extra games or putting in more time in the office, because I'm so passionate about everything, I see myself putting more time and getting the results that people are looking for.
What's the area you think you need to work on the most?
I think communication. As I'm at the Warriors job, there was other times where I realized that if I communicated better, we could have ran a game day more efficiently. But I've been working on that ever since that. I've been trying to get better at my communication skills and talk about what needs to be done, what doesn't need to be done, and I think I am improving on that. But that's definitely the thing I'd probably say needs improvement.
When you are looking at your next opportunity, are you looking for something in the, LA area, the region, or are you open anywhere?
Yeah, I'd strongly prefer LA right now. That's where my home is. That's where my family is. If there's an amazing opportunity out there that's in San Francisco or in Texas or Florida, I'm not glued to LA at the moment, but I'd strongly prefer positions here in LA.
Yeah, it'd be first preference.
Also, with COVID right now, most jobs aren't really going to be starting in person until probably 2021 anyways. So if there's an amazing job out there that I'd be able to work remotely for, if it was in New York or somewhere else, and I'd have to wake up at 5, 6 a.m., I'd do it if it's an amazing opportunity.
Yeah, that's good. What is there a specific area of the business you would, what's kind of your first choice of, departments?
So I'll probably say there's two. Sports consulting is something that I'm really passionate about. After I had 3 different projects and 3 different types of experience with this niche market, I'd say consulting for either a team or an organization like the NBA or NFL, or even for a company like I know American Express does a lot of sponsorships with NBA. So working in any regard, in any aspect in that, and helping make deals between these two organizations would be great. Or the agency side. It's always been a dream of mine to be a sports agent. I know we've all seen Jerry Maguire. We've all think we could do that job, but working as an agent just seems like the dream for me.
It's a lot of fun. I did it for a short period of time, primarily focused on football because I own some arena football teams and, got certified.
You'd own the team, represent the players?
What's that?
You'd own the teams and then you'd represent the players?
I didn't. What I did was I would represent players that were trying to get in the NFL or the Canadian Football League. Okay. So the guys in the arena level, it would be like the top tier guys there that I would, but it was fun. I mean, it was fun to go through that.
It just sounds
process.
Fun because whenever it's normally without COVID, it's basketball is my main sport, and during the summer and football, there's no football either. So between the end of the NBA Finals until the start of football season, there's nothing going on because I'm not the biggest baseball fan. So the only thing that's going on my phone that's getting me interested is free agent signings, and I see some of these guys who are terrible are getting amazing contracts, and guys who are underrated as hell are getting screwed, are taking huge pay cuts. So if I could just be a fly in the room or be in that meeting where the agent negotiated that deal with the owners and the front office, that'd be amazing. Just to know what goes into it, what calculations are going into it. That would be.
Yeah, no, in the LA area, there's a lot of agencies out there. So, I definitely think that's an area that, you might want to look as well.
Yeah, I've been back with, sorry for interrupting, but I've been in contact with guys at CAA and Wasserman, because those are 2 companies that do everything, and that would be amazing. But I know that there's obviously a huge hiring freeze. Yeah.
Well, and there's just so much competition too for any little thing that comes up on those. So everyone definitely go above and beyond. So reaching out, you got to do more than just apply these days. So, keep that up. But how would you define success?
success at an individual level, I'd say if you're truly, truly happy with what you're doing and you believe that you believe that you can do, that you're doing everything you can. If you think that you're slacking a little bit, so that you can't really help a little bit more, in the back of your head, you're going to realize that maybe I could have done this differently. It'll eat you up. But if you give everything your all and you know that you've done everything you can for a project or for a client, then I believe you'd be happy and you'd be successful.
How about, I always like to end with this one, a fun personal fact about you.
Fun personal fact, huh? Does it have to be sports related?
Nope.
I don't. People ask me this all the time, but I don't think there's a fact that's fun about it. I think I'm just a fun guy. I think interesting if you look at me, you see I'm 5'6.5", 155, 160, but I actually played middle linebacker in high school, flag football, but middle linebacker in high school, and we won 2 championships. So numbers don't lie.
Nice. So who are your favorite teams then? You grew up in LA.
Oh, obviously a big Lakers fan. No one here is a real Clippers fan until they're winning. But then after that choke job they did, I had a lot of fun on social media posting about the Clippers. So big Lakers fan. I mean, when I was growing up, it wasn't really an NFL team. Now we have 2. I don't really feel too attached to either. I do lean towards the Rams because Jared Goff did go to Cal. He was there. He left right before I got there, so I never got a chance to see him live. But he does have the Cal name, so I'm a big fan of his. Dodgers, Kings for hockey, and then Cal Athletics for everything. Go Bears.
And NBA is your favorite?
NBA, yeah. NBA for sure is my favorite. If I could unload my knowledge of NBA into an Excel sheet, it'd be like I know so many unnecessary facts about the NBA that I should know about other things.
So what's your prediction for the finals here?
Well, even before Dragic and Adebayo got injured, I thought the Lakers were going to win in 5 or 6, but now it's looking to be, if Dragic doesn't come back for sure, and if Adebayo is not 100%, it's going to be too easy because LeBron is just so much more experienced than everyone else. AD has too much talent, and the other guys, and the Lakers were hitting way too many shots yesterday than
they were killing it yesterday.
I've seen them. I've watched almost every playoff game that they've had and all the games of the bubble, and even before the regular season. We're not a 3-point shooting team, but if we can get the open shots, because they're doubling LeBron and AD a lot. If we can get those shots, it'll be over a lot quicker.
Yeah, I know. They were up like 30 in game 1.
At one point, yeah. In the fourth quarter, they were giving it up to Kendrick Nunn and Tyler Hero, but we still got the wins. That's all that matters.
No, that's good. I'm excited to watch the finals. That's my favorite sport too, NBA. Love the business side of the NBA and also just the games. Could watch anybody play.
It is only getting bigger too because more people are watching it. More people are learning about it. That just seems that basketball is the biggest sport that's going up right now.
Oh yeah, well, it's international too. A lot of international flair in the NBA as well. So it'll be interesting to see. Well, thanks for joining me, man. Hopefully we can help get you some exposure, get you out there, in an agency or team.
I appreciate it, Andrew. Thanks a lot for having me.